Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at another house showcase. I just finished this house. Well, I've had the majority of the house done for a while, but I just finished it and put it on the housing tours. So we're just going to take a look at it. It's not super crazy in terms of the castle magic and stuff like my other houses are. Like there's no sort of adventures or anything, but it's still really cool, and I think it was kind of nicely decorated. So we're going to take a look at it today. As you can already kind of tell, this is the Storm house. And without further ado, let's go ahead and show it off. So as you can see, we start out on the platform. I put some trees up here. The majority of this, by the way, was done before the advanced movement system, so it took quite a lot of work to get everything up here, but I kind of like how this entrance turned out. If we come down, oh, you can hear a ship in the distance, but if we come down, we got Grandmother Raven. Every now and then there will be some meteors that fall down from the sky like that. A little bit of apocalyptic Grand Raven for you, or Grandmother Raven. Um, the entrance to the actual house, like the main house, is blocked off by a little monkey guard up there, or baboon guard. So we can't get in through that way. We're actually going to end up going up through there. But let's keep taking a look at what we got over here. So over here you can see we got a kind of magical sort of fairground area. There's a little, yeah, our little tree guy comes out every now and then. And I think randomly this will happen, but you'll actually get to, oh, I didn't know that was bugged out too. Turns out Gnomes has an issue, but yeah, every now and then you'll get the Gnome spell because it's like protecting the little tree guy in there. But I just thought this was kind of cool. A lot of the foliage I placed on myself. I think that might be placed by me. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've looked at the actual base storm house, but I'm pretty sure I put those down. So over here we've got like a little commemorative statue. I think that was like one of the Veterans Day memorials. So we got that. We've also got this little kind of just dinner scene on the side of the ocean. It's a little wet. That's probably why there's no one there. But yeah, we got some custom, basically custom housing items that I've done here. So it's a bunch of presents that I've kind of stacked on top of one another to get that kind of design, and then I put one under the table. Really cool stuff you can do with the advanced movement system. But let's keep on going. So we've got 2 elm trees. We've got a little graveyard I wanted to put in here just because I feel like it's important. Every time you enter or exit, you get that little noise. There's just a player detector right in the center there. But yeah, you got this cute little graveyard. You'll see a sign to the right of you that says look up, and when you do that, praise be the sky whale, you know? I just put him up there with some carpets and breadcrumbs and stuff, and he's just kind of chilling, you know, protecting the lighthouse, as you will, calling down lightning every now and then. We'll go inside the house in just a second. The cool part of this house, and the part I'm kind of most proud of, is this little dock I've got set up here. We'll go there in just a second. Also got this kind of cave system. Not a whole lot to talk about in here. I probably am going to change this eventually because I'm not a huge fan of how it looks in here, but I didn't want it to be barren, so I just threw some boxes and stuff in here. But let's go out onto the dock. So we've got our little archway for it here. You come out, and yeah, kind of spoiled the surprise, but there are some Leviathans attacking a ship out there. You've got all these pets, and they're on breadcrumb trails too, so they'll wander about the dock. This guy's obviously looking at stuff for sale. You got our salesman here. He's just kind of chilling. Every now and then you'll hear the kind of distress bell from this ship over here, and see the Leviathans are just kind of wrecking that ship, you know. Smash, okay. So yeah, that's This is basically the dock. I'm probably gonna put a salesperson here too for weapons, like a blacksmith kind of guy, but for now we don't have him. Um, yeah, we got those two. Just some litter on the rest of the way. A little bit there. Um, and yeah, I wanted to build something out over here, but I decided against it eventually. I was like, not really worth it to do, more than likely, so I didn't. But then, yeah, you'll see this archway kind of goes back into the cave system. Now, on its way, eventually, hopefully, is a ship that I've got that goes kind of around the house and through some of the rocks and stuff. That's the ship noise that you heard earlier. But it will eventually emerge. I'll go ahead and cut to whenever that is. So, do wait, no, there it is. Ah, so yeah, you see it comes through the rocks. It's on its way, and it'll eventually make its way in front of us, and then you'll get to see what happens to it at the end. But let's just say ships are not very safe in these waters. Um, but yeah, I did this with the item detectors. You'll see in the last video kind of how I did basically this setup. But it's an item detector. It's got every now and then it'll play the ship noise out here, which is fun. And then whenever it's about to make port, we'll see it in just a second. Ah, King Artorias comes up and he's gonna also destroy the ship, unfortunately. But yeah, so it goes down into the water and then it eventually goes back over to where I had it start. So that's the extent of the castle magic out here. Kind of proud of the dock. I could probably do a little bit more work if I had some bric-a-brac potions, but I'm poor, so that's not going to be the case for now. It was actually funny as I was getting ready to start this video, I saw someone come in through the castle tours, and I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, so you come back out here after visiting the docks, and you're like, okay, well let's go inside. There's nothing back here, it's just lined with trees as you can see, so. Okay, and without further ado, let's go inside the house. When you come in, you get greeted by basically a corridor, because I ran completely out of space on the inside of this place, unfortunately, but get a little wanted poster, and you come in, you've got this nice, like, double water garden going on. You have your kind of waiting room. It's not super souped up in here. I did get to make a little butler waiting area. So he's fun. The two pictures on the wall, you got a nice little seating area for when you're waiting on your tables, because this is a restaurant slash club on the inside. But let's check out the bedroom area. So this is just, for guests who stay a little too long and they need to get some rest. You got a starfish on the window there. But you get to come in here in this little bedroom area with a black cat pet. Super cute. That probably needs to be fixed, but it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, so it's just a nice little bedroom area. I made this wardrobe myself. This was done before, the advanced movement stuff, but that was a pain in the butt. I had to set all these in and then put the wardrobe on top without moving anything because it was using the carpets. And if you don't know about the old rug bug, it used to be very finicky when moving objects close together. But yeah, so I got that in. Just a little chest. I blocked this off because I wasn't able to put this sort of setup in this hallway that's in here. So yeah, that's blocked off on both sides. But there is something in the other room across that hallway. And this is your little writing desk. Again, I did a basically custom housing item thing where I put the two books on top of each other. There's two separate books. And yeah, so let's check out the rest of the area. After you stay in the waiting room long enough, the butler tells you to go in, and you get to just more foliage stuff. I thought it was kind of fun. But you get to come into the restaurant, and it's not super fancy right now. It's got some work to do, or I've got some work to do on it, but yeah, you got some fish in the aquarium and whatnot. But this is just kind of like your little seating area. Come in here, and there's a library slash study area for those studious among you who need to get a little bit of extra work in for your Ravenwood classes. Or Arcanum if you're that far, you know. But yeah, it's just a really quick thing. I wanted to put a little clock up there so people could tell the time, you know. Got two students who aren't quite working right now, but they were at some point. But yeah, I would like to put some pets kind of mingling in here and doing whatever, but right now I can't really do that just because I don't have enough space in the house. We'll get up to that noise in a little bit in just a second. You'll notice there was some tentacles. So I've got the squid mount kind of doing his rounds along the house, and he just kind of passes in front of the window every now and then, which is super fun. But yeah, this is the observatory slash living room area. You can see someone who's in the middle of a game, but we've got this great statue that gets very large with a sundial. You can even hear the squid moving around, which is kind of fun. You got a little tower or something out there in the water. But yeah, turns out a lot of sea monsters in this area. But yeah, this is just a nice little living room area. I'll probably have a couple people in here sitting down eventually, but that'll come at a later time. But yeah, and this is probably up here. Whenever you get out of the restaurant, you can go and party, and this probably took the most castle magic. But I mean, even then, it's not super big or anything. But you've got a dance hall. We got these people waltzing or whatever you want to say that they're doing, but they're dancing. Got a little imp here, two people dancing over here. The band, obviously, little loud, but they're doing what they need to do. Got our little guy rocking out in the corner over here. Let's see, we've got the bar for all your refreshments and whatnot. That's a super fun. And just two people talking, kind of doing their thing. But yeah, so that is the house. As I said, it's probably got a little bit more work to do whenever I get my bric-a-brac potions, but until then, it's as finished as I'd like it to be. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below if you liked it, or if you have any suggestions on what I could do for the next video or my next housing project. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye!